Very good morning to all the students. I hope you all have seen video 1, that is part 1 of chapter 7 following the Mahatma part 1. In that part we discussed about Mahatma Gandhi, his full name, date of birth and everything, and about the incident that happened in the Durban court, and we also discussed about the incident of how the successful of satyagraha in South Africa, and we discuss about Champaran satyagraha that was in the year 1917. Now moving ahead in this, we are going to discuss about Kheda satyagraha. See, that was in the year 1917 to 1918. See, Kheda district of Gujarat experienced famine in the year 1917. See, Kheda district they experienced what famine when in the year 1917, and the agricultural production was destroyed. In this way, the production of agriculture was completely destroyed. Still, the British government instead of waiving the tax tried to collect tax from farmer. See, the British government tried to collect the tax from the farmers. Under the leadership of Gandhiji, the farmers started satyagraha against the Britishers. See, with the help of Gandhiji, the farmers started satyagraha against whom? Against the Britishers. Gandhiji told the farmers that they would not pay the tax until the government accepted their demand. See what Gandhiji told farmers, that they should not pay the tax until what the government they accept their demands. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel quit his practice as a lawyer as a mark to protest, and what he did, he joined Gandhiji in this protest. And Gandhiji wrote a letter to the collector that if the tax of poor farmers were waived, then richer farmers would pay the regular tax. And at the end, the collector passed an order for the same in 1918, and the movement was successful. See, what about the Kheda Satyagraha, that is in the year 1917? In Kheda district, the crops were completely destroyed. Why? Due to the heavy rainfall. And uh, and in spite of this, British government started collecting land tax instead of waiving it. And the farmers appealed to the British government to excuse them from paying the tax, but the government did not respond to their request. So what happened? So the farmer they met Gandhiji. Gandhiji started a satyagraha with the help of Vallabhbhai Patel, and this satyagraha became the famous as a Kheda Satyagraha. See, Gandhiji said to the farmers of Kheda district, we will not pay the tax until the government accept our demands. And see, Gandhiji wrote a letter also to the commissioner saying that if the tax of the farmers who are poor is waived off, only then will the prosperous one pay the tax. And finally, what happened? The government had to bow down to the farmers' demand, and the Kheda Satyagraha that became a successful one. The Kheda Satyagraha did not yield much result, but it became important because of the principles on the basis of which it was fought. The farmers became aware, fearless, and courageous. See, the most important outcome was that the nation and the Gandhiji got a devoted and committed leader like Vallabhbhai Patel. See, after the success of Kheda Satyagraha, the farmers they became how the fearless, and there was a new awakening among them. And moreover, what happened? The nation found a devoted and committed leaders like whom, like Vallabhbhai Patel, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who had an extremely strong willpower. That was about all about Kheda Satyagraha. Now we will see that is about Rowlatt Act. See the Rowlatt Act, which was, see here you can find one thing they have asked to think us. Let us discuss that answer first. Discuss the similarities and dissimilarities between Champaran and Kheda Satyagraha. See, similarities between Champaran Satyagraha and Kheda Satyagraha was both the satyagrahas were against injustice done to the farmers, And the leadership of both the Satyagraha was undertaken by whom? By Gandhiji. See, both the Satyagrahas were successful also, and both the Satyagraha they attracted the attention of whole country. And what was the difference between both of them? That first one, the European landlords were exploiting the farmers of Champaran by what? By forcing them to plant and sell indigo to at the cheap rate. While in Kheda Satyagraha, what was that? The British government were exploiting farmers by collecting land revenue. And see, Gandhiji gained success in the Champaran Satyagraha by presenting the problems of the farmers before British government. While in the Kheda Satyagraha, Gandhiji gained success over there also by writing a letter to the commissioner. And see, the third point we see is that Gandhiji had fought out Champaran Satyagraha single handedly. While Gandhiji had received the support of the iron willed and committed leader, who was that? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, during the Kheda Satyagraha. That was the similarity and the difference between Champaran and Kheda Satyagraha. Now we will discuss is the Rowlatt Act and Rowlatt Satyagraha, that is in the year 1919. England was victorious in the World War first. At the same time, Rowlatt Act was implemented by the Britishers to control the public unrest and control the anti-colonial activities. See what was in this Rowlatt Act. According to Rowlatt Act, what an individual could be arrested without giving any reason, and he could be sent to the court for further case proceeding. And see, the Rowlatt Act authorized the government to exercise strictly control on what? On the press, and arrest any without any warrant. They can indefinitely detention in the jail without trial. And the accused was denied the right to know the accuser. See, it was denied to know that accuser, and the evidence used in the trial against them. See, this act was a complete violation of the foundation right and the freedom of expression and speech. So Gandhiji protested against this act and called it as a Black Act. See, the Rowlatt Act had a total control over fundamental rights of expression and freedom of speech of every individual. See, it also gave more powers and the rights to British police. So Gandhiji he called the Rowlatt Act as the Black Act. And the Rowlatt Satyagraha was the first struggle of the entire nation. It was the first struggle of what? The entire nation against whom? Against the Britishers. But it was limited to a big cities only. Rallies were organized, and they carried on the strikes which was called out to protest against this act throughout the country. To protest this act, what was carried away? Rallies, and they were organized. Rallies were organized, and also the strikes. And the British resorted to suppressions to curb this movement. Suppression means what? To forcefully quit down somebody's voice to curb this movement like this way. See, Rowlatt Act, the British government, they formed the Rowlatt Act under the chairmanship of Rowlatt, the Minister of Law, that is in the year 1919. And see, this act was framed with the purpose of suppressing revolutionaries and nationalists. And this act came to be known as Black Act. Why? Because it was meant to suppress individual freedom and freedom of speech. See, according to this act, any suspicious person could be arrested and jailed. He could be arrested and jailed without conducting any trial against him. And that is why Gandhiji called it as a Black Act, and Motilal Nehru considered it as snatching away of argument, appeal and advocacy. See, the British government they gained immense power under this act. Why? To suppress any kind of opposition. And so the leaders and the people at large expressed their opposition. Meetings, rallies, shows and strikes were organized against it. And see, the Gandhiji was also arrested in Delhi when Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Khichaluna they were arrested in Punjab, and the agitations became severe, and the government vehemently tried to suppress all opposition. that was all about the Rowlatt Act, and Gandhiji called it as a Black Act. I hope you understood it. Now moving ahead, we will discuss this Jallianwala Bagh massacre, that was in the year 1919. See, as a part you can see over here in the picture, Jallianwala Bagh, people are pointing at the places where the bullets were fired. See, bullets were fired. They are pointing to be known were fired and the marks left behind. So let us read it out and I'll explain you. As a part of the protest against the Rowlatt Act, the people of Punjab announced a strike on 30th March and 6th April 1919. See, as when there was a part to protest against what the Rowlatt Act, the people of where Punjab, they announced a strike on 30th March and 6th April in the year 1919. And see, the condition of Amritsar was almost out of control, and looking at this, the martial law was declared in Amritsar. Which law? Martial law was declared where? In Amritsar. And a meeting was organized. There was a meeting that was organized when on 13th April, that was a day of Baisakhi, in the Jallianwala Bagh. Where it was organized? In the Jallianwala Bagh. When? On 13th April, the day of Baisakhi, to pay tribute to the martyrs and also to protest against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Khichlu. See, I have told you that was in the Rowlatt Act. Approximately 10,000 people had gathered in this meeting. See how many people they gathered over here? 10,000. And General Dyer blocked the only exit of the Bagh. See who? General Dyer. He blocked the exit part, and he ordered firing and unarmed people. He ordered this officers to fire on whom? On unarmed people who were gathered over there. And the firing started without any prior notice or warning. There was no notice or no warning was given before that the firing started. And there was a high wall. You can see in the picture, there was covered with a high wall around it, so people, they could not escape also from that firing. And it stopped only when the soldiers ran out of ammunition. As per the official record, see, according to the official record, 379 died and 1200 were injured. But in reality, the casualties were much more than mentioned in the official report. See, they were much more than that what has been declared in this report. Gandhiji completely lost his faith in the British sense of this justice and fairness. See, martial law, that is the right to citizen to shoot at sight. That is called the martial law. See, when we talk about Jallianwala Bagh, see, when the popular leaders like Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Khichlu, they were arrested, where? In Amritsar, Punjab. A public gathering then was organized in the Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar on the day of Baisakhi. Why? To oppose the arrest. So General Dyer, he reached there with his troop, and without any warning or he opened fire on all these innocent people from the machine gun. And there were high walls on four sides of the Bagh, and in the middle was unused well. There was also unused well, and the only way out being narrow, a number of people lost their life in the firing. See, according to the government report, 379 died and 1200 injured. As per the committee appointed by Congress, 1,000 people had died in the firing, and the Hunter Commission investigated the case on the behalf of the British government. It defended General Dyer. See, the commissions forgave Dyer by considering it as an innocent mistake that happened unknowingly. See, on the other hand, when he returned to England, he was honored with a sword and 2,000 pounds also. Indians got a terrible shock because of this. After this inhuman act, Gandhiji's faith, see, because of all these things, Gandhiji's faith towards the British that was completely lost, and this event played an important role in uniting the whole nation. So, this tragedy became the ground for the future non cooperation movement. See, then this way, the non cooperation it gave rise to the non cooperation movement that was about Jallianwala Bagh. Now, things to know. See, here you can see the picture of Rabindranath Tagore. He is also known as knighthood. See, the award given by the king or queen of England to a person for an outstanding success or public work or talent. He was being awarded, and for his outstanding success also and public work. Rabindranath Tagore's poet, he was a poet, renounced the knighthood as a protest. He renounced what knighthood, it became a protest against what Jallianwala Bagh massacres. That was about Rabindranath Tagore. He also acquired the Nobel Award. See, efforts were made to unite Hindu Muslims during the Rowlatt Satyagraha. Gandhiji wanted that the Hindus and Muslims should stand united to attain justice. See, efforts they were made to unite Hindu and Muslim during what? During the Rowlatt Satyagraha. And see, Gandhiji also wanted that Hindu and Muslim they should be united and they should stand to attain justice together. So that was the Gandhiji's motive to make Hindus and Muslim to stand united. That was all about this part 2 that we discussed about Kheda Satyagraha, Rowlatt Act and Jallianwala Bagh. I hope you all have understood it. Thank you for listening.